Well, hello there. So I just thought I'd do this vlog, sorry, not blog, I'm not typing, I'm talking. So I thought I'd do this vlog post. It's one I've thought about doing for quite a while, kind of to promote my book, this one here, A Close Shave with Destiny. And I thought what I might do is talk to you about why I wrote it. I mean, I've tried to get a lot of people to download it and look at it, and some people have, and some people have told me verbally that it needs a bit of editing. You know, there's a few little typos and things which isn't great, but I don't have an editor. But other than that, it's a good story and it's funny. So you can get over those little bits which I'm working on. Then it's well worth a read. Now, the reason I'm doing this video as well now, partly because as a teacher I am now on holiday. At the time of recording. Also, at the time of recording until the end of December, because it is today, December the 17th, this book here, in ebook format, not in print format, is part of the Fill Your E-Reader for Free promotion, okay? So, you can go and download it for free and have a look, and then if you want to write a review on Goodreads or Amazon, that would be great, even if it's 1 star. If it's 5 stars, that'd be brilliant. I'm hoping for 3 or 4. But yeah, that would be great. Okay, but you can get it for free. Obviously not the print version because they cost money to print. But you can get those via Amazon. So I'll put a link to the e-reader, Fill Your E-Reader for Free, which is done via BookFunnel. But I want to really explain why I wrote this book. Now, originally this book was written for Movember. I was doing Movember, which is where you grow a moustache, and you get sponsored for growing a moustache, and that money goes to the Movember charity to help with men's health causes. Now, I started writing it, and I thought I'll sell it just as 99p as a short story, but it grew a bit bigger, and it came to over 40,000 words by the time I'd finished writing it, and it was gone past me doing Movember. So I didn't expect to sell loads, so I thought what I'll do is I'll donate some money. So I did. I donated about £50 to, I say about, it was £50. I donated that to Movember, and I thought, right, well now this is, I've paid for that inspiration, so I will just write the book and sell it as a novella. And it's the second book I've done through what was CreateSpace, but is now merged with Kindle Direct Publishing to be a printable book. So you can buy it in print format or in ebook format. So the whole premise was, because it was for Movember, what I was trying to do was do something to do with a moustache, and I'm a massive fan of Terry Pratchett, so I like that style of humour. So I kind of mashed them together, took ideas of his, like the ideas of maybe the Carpet People. That's a pretty good book. To get the setting, to set it in a moustache. I then took the ideas, like the comic ideas. It's a bit of a homage. It's not the most amazing homage. So I took the comic ideas and I put that in there. Rather than Terry Pratchett, who tends to write things a little bit more satirical and kind of jokes on what the world's things in the real world in his Discworld series. Sorry if it just jumped then. My phone that I'm recording this on ran out of space, so I've just mushed 2 videos together. Anyway, yeah, so that's what it is. It's basically set in a moustache. It is a fantasy novella with a whole load of comic things, and it's pretty much a futile mission, a silly mission. Okay, and right from the start, it's very got that very silly side of it, but with some characters acting vaguely seriously throughout it. I find comedy works better when your characters are serious, but in a preposterous situation. So, like I said, you can get it at the moment free, if you're watching this in the time frame when it's free, on the Fill Your E-Reader for Free via BookFunnel. I'll put the link. Remember, I've put the link in. But what I want to do is I want to read you a bit of it. That's why I've got this here. And now this is my favourite section of the book, and it's with one of the characters who's the king of the city and the White Fangs, which are sort of basically where the white trees grow. So it's a white patch of hair on someone's beard, moustache area. Okay, and what's happened at the moment is that they've been caught in the White Fangs, They've been taken to the main village, okay, and now they're Wignot, who's our hero, and his aide Barnabas, have been taken there, and the only way to get out is for Wignot to fight the village or the city's champion to prove himself. So it's a fight to the death, okay. But he's expecting to see a big burly man as the village champion, but it doesn't quite turn out that way, okay. And I really like the king. The king's a very over the top Brian Blessed style character. So I will read you this bit. The roar of the crowd rang in Wignot's ears. He gripped the hilt of his sword tightly as he waited for his opponent to appear. The crowd bayed for blood. Unfortunately, it was his. Their only path to freedom now was a fight to the death. Wignot had to defeat their most deadly warrior whilst the whole city looked on. He was now just entertainment, part of a barbaric spectacle. He knew he was the strongest, fastest and cleverest hero Follicle Village had, but this did not stop him feeling nervous. Nerves were a good thing. It meant you cared, that you were thinking about what needed to be done, and would not make silly mistakes. The whole situation reminded him of that fight in Mollis Village. The village sat atop a hill with a few short stubby trees around it. They had arrived there to set up a trade, but Wignot had accidentally called the village chief the son of a warthog. The only way out was a duel to the death. The hero called himself Big Bad Billy. It turned out he was a schoolyard bully, 12 years old, but built like a 20-year-old bodybuilder. Wignot kicked him in the shins, he cried, and the heroes were chased out of town for roughing up a miner. Wignot hoped this battle might be as easy, but given the troubles of the journey so far, he half expected the king to release a tiger. The barred metal door at the far end of the arena swung open, clanging loudly as it bounced off the wall. He came, to ear-splitting cheers and rapturous applause. The Hulk, the Goliath, the behemoth that would face Wignot. As the cheers died down, Wignot stared at the thin figure in front of him. He turned to the king, who sat upon another gaudy throne in his own personal box, surrounded by guards and, strangely, Barnabas. "I'm not fighting a woman," he said on the hush that descended on the arena. Looking back at her, he added, "She hasn't even got a proper weapon." A flash. "Ow! You didn't have to hit me with that stick." "I did, it's part of the rules," she replied sarcastically. "I'm not fighting you." Another flash. This time Wignot's borrowed sword ricocheted off the ground. "Now that stung." Wignot clutched his right hand. "Look, I don't want to hurt you." "It's okay, you're not." The woman swung her staff low and swept Wignot off his feet. The crowd erupted in a crescendo of noise. "Is there no other way, your majesty?" Barnabas asked with a roar. When the roar died down, from his elevated position he saw that Wignot was in danger of failing the mission. Worse than that, of actually being killed. This added an air of nervousness to his voice, not helped by being hemmed in by guards. Everything Barnabas did was being watched. I'll turn the page. Every slight movement met with grips tightening around spears. "Of course there is," the king scoffed. "Then could we go with that course of action?" "We could, but you see, boy, it wouldn't be half as fun." "But someone is going to get hurt." Hurt was an understatement. Someone was going to get killed. "I know, great, isn't it?" "Look, we have an important mission." The king ignored him, continuing with his admiration of the spectacle in front of them. "You know what I love about Sveta, boy? Everyone thinks she is just a meat girl, and then crack, she whacks him round the head." The laugh started from his rotund belly and worked its way up to his hidden mouth. Back on the battlefield, Wignot was getting annoyed. He had tried not fighting her, but now he had to teach her a lesson. "Okay, that's it." He stepped in, slicing the sword. He had now retrieved, downwards, but to his surprise she was not there. He lurched forward, dropping to his knees as he felt the butt of the staff slam into the back of his head. The crowd erupted again. "I yet you have one free attack. Got to keep the crowd interested," Sveta said as he picked himself up. Wignot did not wait. He swung at her midriff, connecting with an arm. The dull sound of metal hitting metal rang out. With a not wholly convincing scream and a half-full, half-dive, Sveta plummeted to the floor. As the crowd fell silent, one "woo" could be heard. It was Barnabas up in the box. "Calm down, boy," the king said, but to Barnabas' surprise he did not sound irritated, as if he knew this would happen. "Wignot might just do it." "No, he won't. She does this. Let's them have a few strikes. It's for the crowd. If she went for the kill straight away, it would be over in seconds." Barnabas gulped. So this was it. This was the end. Right. So that's one of my favourite sections. It goes on a bit more and more with that. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. Sorry if I jumped around a bit. My that's not the word, storage on the phone keeps going a bit funny. But like I said, it was written for a good cause, so do support Movember and support men's health charities. If you want a free copy, okay, up until the end of December, if you're watching this in December 2020, you can get a free e-copy on the Fill Your e-readers for free promotion via BookFunnel. Remember to click on the link. And hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you will enjoy it. And if you do read it, if you could pop a review, however good or bad, on Goodreads or Amazon, that would be absolutely brilliant. If it's not December 2020 when you're watching this, sorry, but you'll probably have to pay for it. Until next time.